In this video, I'm going to do a little bit of a deep dive into searching for automotive jobs and just kind of how to think about that and how to do it. So, if I pull up my job search screen on Indeed, and I'm currently searching in Fort Pierce, Florida for a particular student that lives in Fort Pierce. And recent searches are automotive. So, I'm going to click on that first because that's what I'm looking for. And this particular student wants to actually physically be working on cars and not working, say, in sales or inside a shop. So, a receptionist would not be a job the student would really be interested in. Automotive photography, that's not really what the student is interested in. General manager of a car wash, that's more management and business than it is hands-on working on cars. So a lot of these are not hands-on. A service manager could be hands-on, but that would require, well, let's just look at this one as an example. So, a Toyota service manager, this would be managing the service technicians. So this is more management level, somebody that has been working as a technician for a while and is really good at it and could manage other technicians. So if my student wanted to initially work up to a job like this, um, it would be good to look at the responsibilities and qualifications. So, so managing the service lane is one thing. um, Going over the daily operations of the service department. So typically, when you go to a car dealership or a garage or someplace where you get your car worked on, there's more than one um, person that will kind of be your liaison between you and the actual people in the garage working on your car. Um, so the service manager is going to oversee those people and the people working on the car. Um, Obviously, there's customer service. Um, the manager would be in charge of hiring and supervising, creating goals and objectives for the department, and um, having good numbers. So the qualifications obviously are being organized and friendly, demonstrating the ability to manage others. So, if you want to have a position where you are like a service manager at a garage, um, you want to have opportunities where you've shown that you can manage other people. A good way to do that would be, say, like a shift manager, or not the overall manager, but like, say, like a sub manager, where you're in charge of the people during your shift, or you're in charge of the people um, in one particular little thing. Time management skills, communication skills, professional, well-groomed personal appearance, clean driving record, and obviously background check and drug screen. So the only thing other than having a service background, or like already having experience, is that I would say you would want to add skills to your resume is demonstrating the ability to manage others. So look for opportunities um, at your current place of employment to do this, or say in volunteer organizations like YouthBuild, where you can head a team um, and manage other people to get that kind of experience so you can add it as a skill to your resume. So, and if you want to share it, you can do the little heart thing, um, share it, say that it's saved to your jobs. So, that is something to keep in mind that you can focus on to add to your skills. Um, I'm also going to look for automotive technician because that is what this particular person is looking for. And I'm going to skip over the ones in Stewart because that's a bit of a drive. So here's one: automotive technician mechanic needed immediately. Let's look at this one. It's in Fort Pierce and it is a full time job, comes with benefits, it's during the day, and it's commission pay. So basically, you get paid for what you complete or what you do. And this is what we're really looking for here. Experience mechanic for 1 year preferred. So this is experience, like a skill they want you to have to apply for the job. So say you've been working somewhere else as a mechanic for a year, awesome. You've got this. If not, what have you been doing that could count as mechanic experience? Perhaps working on your own cars and your family and friends' cars could count, and you could get um, like testimonials from them about the work that they've done you've done on other people's cars, or you could even say have a portfolio of the cars that you've worked on and what kind of work you've done, how many hours it took, kind of like detail the important steps and um, things that you've done, and show that you're competent as a mechanic. So put together a portfolio, and that might be able to help with meeting this requirement. High school diploma, and they want you to have an ASE certification. It says preferred. So if you don't have an ASE certification, what are you doing to work towards the ASE certification? Are you enrolled in a certification program? Have you been studying? So the important thing for this particular job is, number one, having 1 year's worth of experience, and number two, having a certification. So if you want to work hands-on with cars, having this ASE certification is going to be very important, something that most employers are going to look for their automotive technician mechanics. Um, they want people that can work on cars and light trucks. It's at a dealership. So I'm going to save this job. Um, and if you want to get emails with similar jobs, you could click yes, and then um, it'll send me email. Okay, so that's something to think about. I'm looking for other jobs in Fort Pierce, and this will be the last one I'm going to go over. This is a quick lube technician. So this is at like an oil change station. And it's also at a dealership, but it's basically doing oil changes. So this would be a good way to get some experience under your belt. Um, Now, they offer a lot of really nice perks and specific technician benefits here, which is nice. They provide uniforms. There's all sorts of technology and equipment you get to use. You get discounts. Um, it's OSHA certified. And if you say start in this position, um, right here, career advancement opportunities. So, say if you start in this position, you can move up and work on cars in other capacities. This is like an entry level position, and you have the ability to advance up into like different positions within the company. Something else that's really great about this position is you can get reimbursed to get your certification, all training expenses paid to further your career. So this is something that I would definitely jump on if I were my student, um, would be to apply for this and reach out to it. So um, there's ongoing education and competitive wages, but the main thing for me for this one is getting reimbursement for that ASE certification and being able to move up within the company. So let's look at the responsibilities. Obviously, checking oil, checking tire pressure, checking fluids, filling fluids, complete vehicle inspection. So it's all the standard things that go with oil changes. And let's look at the qualifications. Communication skills, time management, basic computer skills, because you do have to enter things into the computer, a clean driving record because you will be moving vehicles, and a pre-employment background and drug check and drug screen. So this one does not have the same requirements. Like you don't have to have 1 year background as a mechanic. You don't have to have your ASE certification yet. So this is a wonderful entry level position if you want to work on cars. So you can start off as like doing oil changes, and then if you're working in a dealership like this one, they pay for training, they pay for your certification, and then you can move up within the company. So I would highly recommend applying for this. Speaking to my student, you know who you are. And this whole process of looking at different jobs within an industry that you're interested in can give you an idea of, oh, well, I don't meet the requirements for this one yet. Let's look at another one. And then you can find out what skills you need, what trainings you need, what certifications you need, and even find jobs like this quick lube technician position will pay for training or will reimburse for training. So these are the kind of opportunities that you want to take advantage of and apply for. I hope this was helpful.